So let's recap week 1 in the NFL. We have to pretty much rapid fire this like 1 minute. 1 minute each.
We're just gonna go quick rapid fire.
KC at New England.
Man, no,
we both got that wrong.
We both got that
everyone
wrong.
got that wrong.
It's like we said. The heart said the Chiefs. Head said the Patriots. Somehow, the Chiefs just in New England, at New England, at Gillette Stadium, the Chiefs just came in and made it known that Alex Smith is their quarterback, Kareem Hunt is their running back, and Tyreek Hill is their wide receiver.
When I think of Kareem Hunt, or when anyone thinks of Kareem Hunt now, they need to think Jamal Charles.
Yep.
Basically, he's in that role.
He is in that role. He's getting the touches for them. He's got the skill. From what we saw on Thursday night, I would say that Kareem Hunt might be even more talented than Jamal Charles.
Yeah,
that might be bold, but
he's got a lot ahead of him. He's going to be like
it's his
top
first
3 guy
game,
next year.
but we'll see. We'll see.
Moving along to next, New York at Buffalo, where Buffalo beats the Jets. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
the Jets
lost to the Bills at the Bills. No surprises there. I would like that the Jaguars did beat the Texans at Houston, and you had the Texans. I called the Jaguars, so that is a win for me.
What? Oh,
in our
okay.
in our little pick'em.
Yeah.
You chose the Texans, and
okay.
we both chose the Bills.
Both chose the Bills.
So we both.
I chose the Texans.
Yep.
Thanks, Brad. I blame you.
It is all Brad's fault. I think anything bad that happens with the Texans this year, Brad's fault.
Brad's fault, of course. Moving along, Atlanta at Chicago. Chicago looked okay there, to be honest. Tariq Cohen, which on some fantasy football podcasts I was listening to, said, pretty impressive.
Tariq Cohen did look pretty good. For having Jordan Howard as the starter, Tariq Cohen looked pretty solid as in the backup role, and especially with whichever receiver it was. They've got Kendall Wright and KJ White and Kendall Wright are the receivers in Chicago. I have no idea which one got injured. One broke their collarbone. The guy who was the starter broke his collarbone. So
who cares about the Browns?
There's a guy.
The Bears really
there's a guy there. I'm just saying because Tariq Cohen probably in line to get some more catches. He had 12 on Sunday. Probably not going to sustain 12.
Yeah.
But he's still going to get some catches. I'd say he's a bench ad to see where he goes.
Yeah. Then we got Baltimore at Cincinnati, where Baltimore shuts them out 20-0. Andy Dalton with 170 yards, Terrence West 80 yards, AJ Green 74. This was a spanking through and through.
Yep.
And if you owned any Cincinnati players, I don't know what you're doing.
Getting screwed.
Yep.
Well, and we did skip the Cardinals lost to the Lions.
Oh, did we? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just going down the list right here. That's what I'm going through. But go ahead.
Yeah, the
Cardinals lost to the Lions. Did we both pick the Cardinals?
You picked the Lions.
Did I?
No, we both picked the
Cardinals.
Cardinals. Sorry, we both picked the Cardinals and the Lions
pick the
won.
Lions. Should have. They would have. What was that? Yeah, 35-23. Matthew Stafford 292.
Yep. Carson Palmer looked absolutely horrible.
That's the way it is.
Yep. and did you hear that David Johnson dislocated his wrist in that game? Probably out for the season.
No, I never heard that. I get it. I suck at fantasy. Okay.
Yes. You did take last place. So basically what we're saying here is that Danny, you need to not come in last place so that you don't have the first pick, and then you'll be
What
okay.
do you think I'm doing?
And then
Danny,
you'll be okay.
don't come in last place. Oh, thanks, Sean.
Well,
Sean.
Every league that you and I have been in together where you had the first pick, something horrible has happened to the person with the first pick that you picked first overall. So basically, you just need to never pick first again, and it'll be
If I finish last this year, I will be trading away my number 1 pick. So let's see if he can make me an offer.
Depending on how the season shakes out, I might be able to make you an offer.
Yeah. Pittsburgh at Cleveland, 21-18. Pittsburgh over Cleveland.
No surprise of the win there.
Nope.
Surprise of the score a little bit.
Yeah.
For Cleveland fans, they have to be feeling good that they scored 18
Only lost
points.
by 3.
That they only lost by 3. So there you go.
You got to take what you can get.
Right?
Jacksonville at Houston. Again, Jacksonville, number 1 defense this week. I think the top number 5, I've got the scoring leaders this week. They were the number 5, the 5th. Sorry, let me do this again. They scored the 5th most points out of anyone. Kareem Hunt scored 43.6 points. Alex Smith scored 34. Sam Bradford scored 28.5. Matthew Stafford 27.1. Jaguars defense 27.
Wow. And then right behind them was the Rams defense, wasn't it?
Rams defense, yeah. Over
2 defenses in the top 10. Mm-hmm. How often is that going to happen?
Actually, let me see here. 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 defenses in the top 10. Ravens
the Ravens
10.
Yes.
With 22 points.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Well, I say defenses. That's very atypical, though.
Yes.
Am I going to expect? That's the most points that the Jaguars are going to score all year.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unheard of for them to score any more than that.
Yep.
Like at any point. Tampa Bay at Miami postponed, of course.
Yep.
Yep.
The Colts looked terrible against the Rams. They need Andrew Luck. The Seahawks lost to the Packers. The Cowboys throttled the Giants. The Vikings beat the Saints. You had picked the Saints in that one.
Did I?
You picked the Saints.
Are we tied though? What's that?
Yes, we ended up tying. We both picked 9 correct.
Okay.
So
that's okay. I'll take it.
yeah. And then the Broncos beat the Chargers. No surprise there. Although the Chargers almost came back.
Yeah.
With a solid
Yeah.
win. Last second, the field goal as they're kicking, timeout called. The kicker for
Young Ho.
Young Ho, that's
Young
right.
Ho.
Young
You
Ho
never
Koo.
trusted Young Ho.
Young Ho Koo makes the first field goal, but because the timeout's called, has to kick again. Broncos block it. Broncos win. Andrew's feeling very happy, except for the fact that Brandon McManus missed a field goal.
I need to watch what I say on the camera here because I had something really bad to say. Really, and you guys know me.
It could have been very interesting to say the absolute least.
Philadelphia over Washington. This was the game that I got. I think that was what was available to us here in Utah.
Yeah, that was what was available here. You and I both had the Redskins in that one.
I'm surprised that Philadelphia won, but Carson Wentz just looked great.
Yeah, Carson Wentz looked fantastic. And the Eagles' defense, they really stepped up. The Eagles' defense looked pretty darn good.
They had a pick 6, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, in what Redskins fans will definitely say should not have been a pick 6.
Redskins fans are, yeah.
Sorry, Matthew Berry.
Yeah. Anything else here? New York at Dallas, where Dallas beats them 19-3. New York just looked terrible.
Yep. New York. OBJ was not there. He wants to be the highest paid wide receiver. I think those results are him not playing was the best thing he could have done to get paid.
Yep.
Him not playing.
Do you know who the highest paid wide receiver in football is right now?
Mike Evans.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Really?
Texans. And so,
Interesting.
he's the highest paid wide receiver in football right now.
Interesting.
And I was I learned that on my podcast, listening to that on the way home, on the way here today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and because Deshaun Watson doing pretty good, on that first drive, and the way they analyzed it, Matthew Berry, ESPN, was like, I want to keep this job. Who should I throw? Oh, look at that. There's the highest paid wide receiver in football right now. Maybe I should throw to him. Maybe you should. So,
well, Deshaun Watson looked far and away better than Tom Savage.
Yep.
I would be highly surprised if Tom Savage gets another start this season if Deshaun Watson is healthy.
Anyone in their right mind would start Deshaun Watson at this point.
Right.
At least in my opinion.
What
do I know?
For playing in the NFL. There are plenty of other starters that you can have for fantasy.
Any other highlights? We got a couple more minutes on here. Seattle at Green Bay. Of course, I watched that game and was very frustrated because Green Bay had what was it? 17 men on the field at all time.
Yeah.
Some of them wore different jerseys.
Yeah, that was
so like,
difficult.
is that a block in the back there?
No, apparently not.
And is this a punch in the face? No.
Or pass interference, being completely all over the receiver.
I guess you can.
I guess I can come up and go like this, and that's not interference.
It's not pass interference.
Not pass interference.
Anyway, there's always bad officiating when Seattle and Green Bay get together.
Yep.
Sometimes Seattle comes on top of it. Sometimes Green Bay comes on top of it.
That matchup, Seattle versus Green Bay, home field advantage is real there.
Yeah.
And when Seattle plays Green Bay, home field advantage is so real just because of the officiating.
Is that one we differed on? Yeah. You picked the Seahawks, I picked the Packers.
I went with my heart with the Seahawks. Unfortunately,
Week 1, Seahawks at Green Bay. Come on.
I love my Hawks, but the Hawks are slow starters.
Yeah.
I expect them to lose maybe 3 of their first 5 and then go on a 10-game streak at the end.
Maybe.
I'm not worried about us missing the playoffs at this point.
Nope.
Let's just put it that way.
We still got a lot of football ahead of us.
Lots of football
Thomas
still to
Rawls
play.
was inactive.
Thomas Rawls
I
inactive.
believe I have him in this league.
Yes.
And so I'm waiting for him to get active.
Waiting to
and
see
at
what he
home,
does.
I'm gonna the first game he's active at home, which may be this week. I'm gonna start him because I believe he's gonna go off for 20 points.
I think that he will definitely do well.
Eddie Lacy's done.
I don't
done.
see Eddie Lacy. Yes, you do have him.
Yeah, I do. I have him in both of our leagues.
Yes.
Eddie Lacy, he's done. Chris Carson is liked a lot, but I think that's because
Thomas
Rawls isn't here.
No. I think Rawls has earned it, will be the starter. Chris Carson is an interesting player to watch.
I should have grabbed some more notes this week, but what do you say we move on to previewing week 2 of the NFL?
Let's do it. So with that, we will wrap up week 1.
So now we go into week 2 with the Thursday night game, Houston at Cincinnati. Man, I know everyone's going to tune in for this one after both their shows last
both
week.
teams did terrible. Yeah. After the way they looked, even after both teams didn't look that good, the Texans actually scored points, whereas the Bengals did not. The Texans did score last week, yes?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is interesting. I'm looking at the schedule here, and it's showing tickets available.
Gee, I wonder why.
I'll get to that later. Actually, I'll just hit it right now. Whatever. The one with the most tickets available right now is Washington at Los Angeles Rams with 4,600, almost 4,700 tickets available. The one where there are no tickets available-ish. Let me see here. The one with the least, 694, Dallas at Denver.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Nope.
Two teams geographically close.
And then San Francisco at Seattle, 857. Doesn't surprise me.
No, that doesn't surprise me.
They sell
big
out.
rivalry there.
Anyway, going back to Houston with 3,300 tickets available.
Yep.
Houston at Cincinnati.
Who do you like?
I think Deshaun Watson's going to play here.
Yeah.
I think he's going to come in strong. I like Houston here.
Yeah, I will take Houston because as I said, Houston actually scored points against a good defense. The Bengals failed to score points against